set up for once. Yippee! Alright. Nice. Oh, hey, Dave. 1 second. Well, not a literal. Oh, what does it say? Oh, Jesus, what does it say? Alright, 1 second. Now we wait. Now we wait. I'm so ready for the office. Glad you talked. Somebody missed, fuck. Somebody missed what I said earlier. Shit. Baby, can't you see I'm calling a guy? Like, you should wear. I don't even know what the hell you're referencing. There's no escape. I can't wait. I need a hit, baby. Give it me. You're dangerous. I don't know what you're referencing. I do not. Gas too high. Can't come down. Losing. What are you? What song is? Like, I know. I can tell this is maybe possibly a song, but what are we? What are we referencing? Just before I even begin yapping my silly little head off. With a taste of your lips. Never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. It's toxic. I should have figured. I don't know how I didn't immediately recognize it, considering I literally. I'm stupid. It's Brittany Beach. Yep. Okay. I'm just waiting for our friend here to get toxic out of their system before. OSD, you missed that the office is tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I was actually about to set that one up. You see, while I did have a vote last episode, I decided to reiterate it with a poll between doing Ninjago today or doing The Office. That was the easiest vote ever because Ninjago got 100%. So, The Office tomorrow. Lego Ninjago Movie 1. Jesse's. Oh, yeah, totally. Anyway, now before we begin. But yeah, The Office is tomorrow. I'll hold my breath. Okay, anyway. Sorry if that possibly. And by 100%, we mean 1 out of. Until tomorrow. Okay, anyway. Sorry for potential disappointment. Anyway. But don't worry, we will do The Office tomorrow. Anyway. So, before I begin, I actually do need to recap the Lego franchise up to this point. 2014, a little film called The Lego Movie. As long as these pants are square and this sponge is Bob. Yep. I will not let you down. Okay, anyway. What I was saying. Okay, so to wonder after disappoint. Oh my god. I watched an optical illusion video and had my stuff rocked. Oh my god. Hey, Spider. Oh, hi, Mark. Anyway. Well, the fucking shit gang is all here, because we're not even a gang, we're the shit gang. Anyway. Okay, what I was saying. Okay, so to recap. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Depression. Did you read the quote Red said on our... Actually, no, I haven't. Let me look. BS, yep. No, I haven't. Let me look. Or let me look. Let me look. Okay. Alright, let me go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Fuck! General. Okay, I'm going. Alright. Red, school musical? What? What if there was a musical about you? I'm not gonna... I don't know what this would sound like, so I'm just gonna read it. There once was a dumbass who liked to draw porn. He sat on his chair, drawing dick butts and more. Hot. Okay, anyway. Welcome to Wonder After Dark. So, before we begin, I must first recap the Lego franchise up to this point. So, check my comment on your latest... Oh, I already checked your comment. I already saw your comment like 5 minutes before I started. You're not wrong. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the fact that that was basically just 3 minutes of racist humor. Anyway, maybe introducing Red in hindsight. I don't know. But it's too late to back out now. Okay, anyway. Back on topic, though. So, to recap the Lego franchise up to this point, in 2004, I love any vid mom guessed in. Oh, hi, Mark. Yep. Oh, hi, Depression. Anyway. So, to recap the Lego franchise up to this point, in 2014, a little film called The Lego Movie came out. It was an unexpected critical and commercial success. Nobody expected it to be good. Lego Movie good, it got worse over time. Agree, but I'll say the long version now. I love all moms, except Jessie's. And your stepmom, you don't love her either. So that makes 2. I mean, to be fair, though, I don't really love any people, so... Anyway. Alright. I'm sorry, baby. I love you. I love Jessie's mom. Polar opposites. Anyway, opposites attract, opposites react. No! Leg hose. Oh my god. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, the Lego Movie. Unexpected critical and commercial, not just success, but acclaim. Hugely beloved, highly nostalgic, what's not to love? Lego for disabled people, yep. By the way, did I forget to mention that... Ricky Berwick, yep. By the way, did I forget to mention that the Lego Movie got a video game tie-in? She was the reason I was disconnected from Jessie for a couple years. That is true. That is true. Damn, for real. Yeah, we've told this story before. No, I'm not saying that to be rude. Just we have told this exact story before. Tell the Lord. I've told it before. Tell him again. Okay. So, back on this silly little mobile phone, social media, I don't remember. Okay, anyway. Back on this little social media, social phone, social app called Instagram. And by that I mean Instagram. I met a stupid bitch named Jameson. This guy, Blondie, he was funny. I'm pretty sure he might have been gay at the time. Anyway... one thing led to another. Mother Dearest ended up catching wind of this, and Father Dearest, too. So this thing went... Next thing you know, disappear for a few years. But hey, together again. Muppets Most Wanted, stay tuned. But only after we do all the other ones. There's the lore. Read. Okay. No such thing as gay at the time. Okay, anyway. But yeah, back to the topic. Did I forget to mention that the Lego movie got a video game tie-in? Oh yeah, I did forget to mention that. Yeah, released on the same day as the actual movie was the Lego movie video game. You're either gay or you're not. Okay, fair. Anyway. Or as I should be referring to it as, Lego the Lego movie video game. Because that's a title only a mother could love. Now, I've never finished this game, but from what I recall of it, it's pretty good. Anyway, the success of the Lego movie, of course, meant Lego the Levy 2 video game. Yep. Alright, I'll be detailed. Yep, his mom called me, threatened to send cops at my door and arrest me, then verbally threatened to me to stay. Yep. Yep. That's what happened. All of that. That was just spoken in front of your retarded little faces. That was, yep, all that. Hey, that's pretty good. Psycho mom. Yep. Anyway. Your mom sucks, dude. Yeah, I know. Stay tuned for later in our program. Stay tuned for more after the show. She can suck me anytime. Okay, now. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Anyway, the success of the Lego movie and its video game tie-in, of course, meant more movies. So in 2017, we got the Lego Batman movie. Now, while the Lego Batman movie did not get its own dedicated video game adaptation, it did get a story pack for Lego Dimensions. Story packs, for those who don't know or maybe forgot, were these big $50 packs containing a figure and alternate build for the portal. Anyway, now the Lego Batman movie was not as beloved as its predecessor, and it wasn't as successful. Lego Dimensions is dead. I mean, yeah, I know. I was saying Lego Batman movie got a story pack for Dimensions. Unless you misheard everything I just said. Okay, yeah, you clearly misheard everything I just said. Anyway, but Lego Batman movie wasn't as critically or commercially successful as the Lego movie before it, but it was still successful. Lego Batman is one of my favorite films. Oh, I agree with that. But really, those first two, the Lego movie and Lego Batman movie, they're both great in my eyes. On an unrelated on an unrelated note, the Lego Ninjago movie. Okay. So, what the hell is a Ninjago? Well, you see... Oh, the Lego Movie 3, the last part. On Nick, yep. Well, what the hell is a Ninjago? Well, you see, long ago, before time had a name, the first Spinjitzu masters created Ninjago. But for a bit more context than that, Ninjago was a television series. I saw Ninjago and don't remember a thing from it. Anyway. Ninjago was a television series that aired on Cartoon Network in 2011, and of course was also a line of Lego sets released to coincide with the show. Lego 3 should have the title The Extra Piece, agree. If it ever happens, of course. Lego Ninjago movie, a movie made after the show was irrelevant. Pretty much. Anyway. Okay, but Ninjago was a show that premiered on Cartoon Network in 2011. And of course it was followed up by a long line of Lego sets. The Extra Piece. We did want a boy, right? Classic scene from a classic movie. Where's Big Weld? Okay, anyway. But upgrades, people. Upgrades. Okay, back to Ninjago. But, yeah. Now, Ninjago, the TV show... Stay tuned, redo. Oh, no. Anyway. Now, Ninjago, the TV show, proved to be quite successful and developed a pretty sizable fandom on the internet. Combine that with the Lego Ninjago sets selling really well. We need to redo robots sometime because there's just so many jokes. Yeah, agree. I love Ninjago. I'll say my piece in a minute. But but the TV show was really the series, yeah. What I was saying. The Ninjago series, not the film. Yeah, anyway. The Ninjago series was really popular. The Lego sets were selling really well. In fact, Ninjago was considered a flagship brand. Ninjago Movie 2. I have something to say about that. Stay tuned. Anyway, so, Ninjago Movie 2. Anyway, so if you factor all that in, it's a no-brainer that Ninjago was going to get a movie. With that being said, I miss Chima. Chima's an odd one. Chima 2. Yep. Chima's an odd one. Like, it was never as successful as Ninjago, but it kind of became popular when it went away. But anyway, my dad liked Ninjago and Chima. I think that might be the rare I never got into. Oh, that's really... oh, that's kind of out of character. God, I'd expect it to be the other way around, but then again, I guess it shouldn't be too surprising. After all, some people's dads are either complete Sylvlore yet. Then again, some people's dads are either complete shitheads in the case of the gardener, or they're just Snow White haters. Dad is a Fortnite gamer, Trip is not. Anyway, with that being said, the Lego Ninjago movie is a 2017 animated martial... Dad is gonna chill. Okay. Anyway, 2017 animated martial arts comedy film based on the toy/kit line of the same name and the TV show starring the same characters. Fortnite Battle Pass, flosses, dabs, air horns, epic, MLG. $19 Fortnite card. Anyway, if you watch Microwave Society, you will know what is so funny about $19 Fortnite card, but unfortunately none of you do, and that's okay. 20% cooler sticker. That just reminded me of the shirt at Hot Topic that I still really want, but anyway. The film was directed by Charlie Bean, not to be confused with Charlie Sheen, Paul Fisher, and Bob Logan in their feature directorial debuts. Rainbow Dussy, yep. From a screenplay by Loaded Diaper. No, I'm just kidding. Rainbussy, yep. Loaded Diaper. Anyway. From a screenplay by Logan Fisher, William Wheeler, Tom Wheeler, Jared Stern, and John Whittington. Anyway. That time Jesse died at Robo... Oh yeah, I remember when I fucking exploded at that. Hey, this movie might as well be made by Loaded Diaper. It really... Is it a 100% color... We should kill people. Anyway. You're not fucking funny, Spider. I still have yet to determine your punishment for that one, but legalize crack. Yep. Peter, what are you doing? Crack? What the fuck? Anyway. Alright, anyway. What I was saying. The Lego Ninjago movie was the first theatrical film to be based on an original Lego property. No, the Lego movie does not count. It still featured a variety of licensed characters. This did not. Legalize immigrants, okay. Anyway, what I was saying, it's ironic for Jess, a trans woman, to be... Not really, Pride. Shut up. Lots of trans women are colorblind, all valid. Read, Jesse, I'm wholesome. Yeah, you are wholesome. Now, let's get back to the movie. Alright, anyway. It is also the third installment in the Lego Movie franchise, as well as its second spin-off. The film stars the voices of Dave Franco, Michael Pena, Camille Nanjiani, Abby Jacobson, Zach Woods, Fred Armisen, Justin Thurox, and Olivia Munn, as well as a live-action role by Jackie Chan, who also voiced Master Wu in the film. Know what you saying, bitch? Jesse, your fucking hair. I know. That scene from Joker, you wouldn't get it. Okay, anyway. Alright. The film focuses on a teenage ninja. Jackie Chan is in this film? Yes, he is. Anyway, what I was saying. The film focuses on teenage ninja Lloyd Garmadon, voiced by Dave Franco, as he attempts to accept the truth about his sinister father and learn what it truly means to be a ninja warrior as a new threat emerges to endanger his homeland. Oh my god, it's Jackie Chan! So it's King Kong and Voldemort. Wait, that's Batman. Anyway. But what I was saying. Anyway, the film was produced by a goddamn ass ton of companies. No, seriously. This film was produced by Warner Animation Group, Rat Pack Dune Entertainment, Lego System AS, Lynn Pictures, Lord Miller Productions, Vertigo Entertainment, and Animal Logic. How many dickheads does it take to change a light bulb? It was produced by Jesse's butt. Yeah, anyway. There's no system. No, but for real, how many dickheads does it take to change a light bulb? Because that's almost as bad as Lego Dimensions. Anyway. And it was distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. Anyway. The film premiered at the Regency Village Theater on September 16th, 2017. Then it released in Denmark on September 21st, 2017. And then finally, it released in the US on September 22nd, 2017. There's no system. System? System. System. Stands in front of a mirror. God damn it. Mirror, Jesse, in a shell knot. Yep. Okay, fuck you. Anyway. Oh. Anyway. Alright. The film had a budget of $70 million and made $123.1 million. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, how did that do financially? $123 million. All point. No quills. No pillows. Yeah. But yeah, $123 million on a $70 million budget. How does that sound in terms of box office? Well, anyway. What I was fucking saying. Oh. I would send Jesse the link to the optical illusion, but it's meant to show a change to black and... Go fuck yourself. It sounds incredible, yet. Oh my god. Anyway. A feature film based on Ninja... Read. Okay. It sounds incredible, Clover. Yep, anyway. A feature film based on Ninjago was announced in September 2013 with Warner Bros. By Warner Bros. And it must be incredible. Say that again. Clover is stupid. Agree. Anyway, a feature film based on Ninjago was announced in September 2013 by Warner Bros. With the Hageman brothers writing the adaptation, while Bean was hired to direct the film with Phil Lord and Chris Miller. You know them guys. Incredible, stay tuned. Add the SU tube. Invincible, stay tuned. We already did Incredibles, before you ask. We haven't done Incredibles 2 yet, though. Hancock, stay tuned. Oh, God. Hand Banana. Okay, anyway. Dan Lin and Roy Lee produced Invincible. Okay, anyway. By May 2014, J.K. Simmons, the anime. Yes, I know. And guess what? I have no interest in watching that. None. Bloodshot, stay tuned. Like, I'm sure Invincible is a good show, but I just don't care at the moment. Now, anyway. Because all you bitches seem to talk about is that it's poorly animated. I've never seen it. Okay. Anyway. By May 2014, following the success of the Lego Movie, Warner Bros. Announced that the film would originally be released in September 2016, which then later changed to September 2017. Anyway. Oh, I like cock. I don't care for Image comics other than maybe Spawn. Okay, I've never read them, but anyway. The film was released in the US on September 22nd, 2017. It received, the only Image comic I read was called Shadowhawk. Okay. Just so you know, all Image is just DC made by moody teenagers. Constantine. All of this, by the way, just sounds like fucking gibberish. Shadowhawk is sick, though. Okay. No, but seriously, all of what was just said just sounds like gibberish. But imagine this, a vigilante who is dying of HIV and fights crime. Freddie Mercury! Okay, anyway. And then he gets AIDS and dies. Kill yourself. Okay, anyway. What I was saying. The film was released in the US on September 22nd, 2017. Upon release, it received mixed reviews from critics and was the franchise's very first box office disappointment, grossing only $123.1 million worldwide against its $70 million budget. Oopsie. Yeah, can you tell that that was kind of a massive fucking bomb? Let's give him a big gun and be a mass serial killer, but still held as a hero. Totally tubular. It's not. Okay. Anyway. Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Strikes Again. Yep. I love how the paper tearing sounds are the most loud thing on this planet at the moment. Okay, anyway. Here's an interesting tidbit, I guess. In order to give the film a more believable father-son atmosphere, Dave Franco and Justin Theroux recorded most of their lines where the characters interact with each other together in a single recording studio. During the process, Franco openly admitted he found himself uncontrollably crying while recording some of his lines. Franco stated, "I found myself getting caught up in the moment and basically crying harder than I have in any live-action movie I've ever been in." Plot twist, he's not referring to the emotion. He's referring to the fact he sobered up and realized what movie he was in. He also sobered up and realized that he's Dave Franco, the less successful of the Francos. Anyway. Discord, okay. At least you didn't say that when I was in the middle of a thought. I'll watch that after the review. Now, Dave Franco is the only one who's not strained. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, anyway. It's like 10 seconds. Okay, fine. If it's 10 seconds, because with you I never know. Okay, I would hate to interrupt the review, but let's get back to it. Get fucked, okay.
You want me to fight the chicken? Dun, 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 dun. Chicken jockey!
It's the low quality cap cut watermark at the end for me. Oh, and the fact that bro sounds exactly like Jack. My god. You know, by the way, we're getting really close to the release of the Minecraft movie. Chicken Jockey! Yeah. By the way, just so you know, we're getting really close to the release of Minecraft. Jack Black and King Kong. Stay tuned. Okay, anyway. Jackie Chan choreographed all of Master Wu's fight scenes in live action before they were recreated in animation for the film. Chan found the experience new to him as well as interesting. Everything the stunt team does, the ninja also do, Chan commented. 2000 King Kong 2005. Okay. Jack Black and School of Rock. Stay tuned. That's actually a great one for this show. But anyway. Alright, anyway. But yeah, I just thought you bitches would find that at least interesting. Ah, okay. Close. Anyway. But what about that motherfucker? I've never seen School of Rock. You would like it. Maybe. I don't know. Then again, I don't really know what you like other than Pokemon at this point. It feels like we all have one defining personality trait. Isn't Miranda in that film? Yes, baby Miranda. Like, for real. Like, I feel like we all have one defining personality trait at this point. Like, my personality trait is just being a fucking just hot mess who is probably on the verge of suicide. Spider's personality trait is just Deadpool. Sylve, I know you could probably fall under Deadpool as well, but honestly, you also kind of seem like a Dinkelberg, not gonna lie. Or a Meg. Depends on how rude I want to sound. But what about that motherfucking reset? I'm Sylve. Okay. Deadpool, I don't know about that. You sure you ain't Deadpool, dude? No. Spider. We all want a Kmart, but I don't even know what the hell that means. Oh, yeah, and Dave's personality is just fluent nonsense. Anyway. Seriously, what the fuck does that mean? We all want a Kmart. Blue light spec. I'm fluent. You done lost light privileges. Nope, that's it. That's it. That's it. You done lost light privileges. How's it feel knowing you lost light privileges? It's all about that grind, fam. Jesse, come on. Okay, fine. I'll turn the lights back on. Jesse is a pansy. Okay, no. Shut up. Okay, anyway. And lived. Yep. What about that motherfucking reception? Well, on Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 56% based on 132 reviews, with an average rating of 5.8 out of 10, 0 to 50 and 4, as I always say. The consensus reads, despite ample charm and a few solid gags, the Lego Ninjago movie suggests that this franchise's formula isn't clicking like it used to. On Metacritic, the film has a weighted average score of 55 out of 100 based on 33. 0 to 50 and 4 again, indicating mixed or average reviews. Sorry, just turning something on in the background. Okay. Anyway. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of B+, on an A+ to F scale. Yippee! Morbius, no. Anyway. Andrew Baker, or Barker, my apologies, of Variety wrote, plenty entertaining and occasionally very funny, Ninjago nonetheless display... Madam Webb, Jesse's beloved, please shut up. Anyway. Ninjago nonetheless displays symptoms of diminishing returns. and Lego might want to shuffle its pieces a bit before building yet another film with this same model. Five Guys Burgers and Fries, yep. Ed Patton of The Times gave the film a rating of 4 out of 5, saying, just as Toy Story did by featuring an owner of the toys, it reminds us that these are films about play and imagination. Yes, they're also effectively feature-length adverts for Lego, but this is rampant capitalism at its most arch and entertaining. Robbie Collin of the Daily Telegraph gave it 2 out of 5 and wrote, describing it as a sad turn up for a franchise which has already proven dazzlingly adept at staging Michael Bay style madcap spectacle on a toy box scale. Robbie Collin, any relation, James? Haha, funny. Anyway. Peter Travers of Rolling Stone, there's a name we haven't heard in a while. And also, I did just read. Ed Patton, a dumbass. Okay, I missed that. Sorry. Anyway, I read Robbie Collin, but I missed. Anyway. Peter Travers of Rolling Stone, there's a name we haven't heard in a while, gave the film a score of 2 out of 4. Colin without my snake, yep. Saying, despite comically inspired vocal performances from Justin Theroux and Dave Franco as nutjob Lego versions of Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, the action and jokes pile up with exhausting repetitiveness. Jesse Snake, I'm going to ask you to stop. Anyway. Ender Pearl. Wait, okay. Wait, okay. Wait, okay! Luke and Vader. What? It's not literal. They don't mean Luke and Vader literally. They basically mean the dynamic. They don't mean literally Luke and Vader. I knew that's where you were going. Sorry, no, it's okay. Anyway. Misinterpretation episode. I'm losing count and I want to shoot myself. Anyway. What about home video? Well, the Lego Ninjago movie was released on digital platform. Shut up, Jess. No. The film. Fuck you. Yeah, sure. The reason why I'm getting a little testy at y'all two telling me to shut up is because of something I'm going to save after the review, and also because it genuinely does feel like everybody on this planet wants me to shut up, so please don't. One sec. Okay. I love how this kind of sounds like Lego sounds. I'm so easily. Oh, thanks for shutting down the circus. We'll find work out. Sorry. Okay. Hey, do you ever just feel like a failure? Because that's me every fucking night and day. I'm not, what many would consider a good person, just so you know. But then again, I feel like everybody's the villain these days. But I also feel like I'm the villain, so, like, who's the problem, me or everyone else? What was I saying again? Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I'll wait till Sylph gets back. I'm waiting for him to get back. Gay people. Okay, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Anyway. But what about home video? Well, the Lego Ninjago. This. Oh my god. I don't know why I bother. SpongeBob finally snaps. Okay, I saw that, but I was waiting till I was done with the review. I don't want to stop in the middle of a thought, and I see you're typing away. Oh god. You stopped after I said that. Okay, anyway, good. Anyway, the Lego Ninjago movie, McDonald's apple pie, ignore my type, whatever. Anyway, the Lego Ninjago movie, released on digital platforms on December 12th, 2017, and then it released on DVD, Blu-ray, Blu-ray 3D, and 4K Ultra HD on December 19th of that year by Warner Bros. Home Entertainment. What are you saying? McDonald's apple pie, would you eat that? I don't eat pie. That question kind of answers itself. I don't eat pie. I'm sure it tastes good, but I don't eat pie. Anyway, skill issue. Please shut up. Anyway. Okay, so... Anyway, here's the movie film on DVD. Okay. Bonus features include Lego Ninjago TV series sneak peek and deleted scenes. Very basic disc. Ad for the Lego Life app. I thought that was something else for a sec because I'm like, wait, Jesse DVD. Ha ha ha, funny. Okay, anyway. But yeah, ad for the Lego Life app, which must have been new at the time. Ad for the Legoland. Ad for the sets. Yep. You know what's worse than having one copy of this movie? Having two. Yep, this is the Blu-ray release because I'm retarded. It's clinically certified, all but officially diagnosed retarded. Ignore the only at Target exclusive trading cards. I do not have that. There's the Jesse I know. Yep, bitch. Anyway. Oh yeah, lenticular. Ooh. Anyway. Bonus features include mini movies, music videos, Lego Ninjago TV series sneak peek, and more. Anyway, nothing against Blu-ray. That case is fine. Fire, by the way. Yeah. I thought you said fine, but fire. Anyway. Alright, inside. Pretty much, yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. Lots of papers. Oh yeah, there's an ad for the Discord. Please wait a sec. Okay. There's an ad for the video game. I'm sorry for spamming your TikTok feed. It's okay. Anyway. Ad for Lego Life, again. Ad for Legoland, again. And an ad for the Lego sets. And then, of course, you have your Blu-ray disc and your DVD. I'm giving you support for my favorite something, yep. And that's wholesome at the very least. Okay. There we go. All right. And by something, I mean Okay. So what do I think of the Lego Ninjago movie? Well, before I begin, I should probably add, because this is important for me to say. Oh, Gas, were you hinting at a Wonder After Dark and Guard? Jesus Christ. I know you think it's mid. Nope, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish, okay? What is Gas? Okay, anyway. What I was saying. Anyway. Alright. I should probably add a bit of context. What the hell? Okay. Get Bill in here. No! Okay, anyway. Okay, I don't know what's up with my phone lately, but... Okay, there we go. Wasn't turning off for some reason. Anyway, what I was saying. Alright. What do I think of the Lego Ninjago movie? Well, message retracted. Yep. Well, I should probably add the important bit of context that while I have message retracted, yep, and I love what you do, don't you know that you're toxic? Yep. Okay, hang on. This is always coming loose. There we go. All right. I should probably add the bit of context. Yes, I am familiar. Rainbow Dash on DVD. Okay, let me finish, please. Yes, I am familiar with Ninjago. Yes, I have seen the TV show. But no, I have not seen every single episode. In fact, I'd say I've seen, like, less than a season of episodes, if that. No, I don't know everything, etc. And no, I did not actively follow the Ninjago franchise. With that being said, I know nothing. So you're even worse than me in that department. Anyway, with that being said, it's time for somebody who knows nothing about Ninjago to give their take on a Ninjago movie. Okay. So, first impressions are key. And this movie does make a decent, albeit questionable, first impression. So it begins with this kid and Jackie Chan in the... You know more about this than any person I ever met. You make it sound like Ninjago is this, like, underground, nobody knows it thing. What the hell did you say? I gotta tell you, it's the biggest piece of dog shit I ever seen. Okay, anyway. What I was saying. But this kid and Jackie Chan in this, like, dojo. I should clarify the scene, say it like The Rock. You cannot let me finish to save my goddamn life. I gotta tell ya, it's the biggest piece of dog shit I have ever seen. Okay, anyway, now shut up and let me finish, please. Anyway, I get that this show is basically a playground for elderly children, but this is ridiculous. Now, anyway, the only thing more ridiculous would be the previous episode. Anyway, but what I was saying. But okay. I might yeet in between. Okay, fair. But anyway. But it's a fairly decent start. Albeit a little odd because the Lego Movie 1 built up to the real world And the Lego Batman movie didn't feature the real world at all. So for Ninjago to just start with it is interesting. But anyway, sometime I feel like you're making all this stuff. Okay, Mr. doesn't trust a damn word I'm saying, just like the rest of them. Asshole. Anyway. Okay, but then we get to the Lego portion of the movie, which is where it quickly falls apart. Now, Spider, if you're still here, can you give a super basic rundown of what Ninjago is like? Like the series. Just a one sentence basic rundown. Falls apart. Is that a pun? Truthfully, it wasn't. Spider is gone. God damn it. Okay, well, anyway, assuming he actually did leave, let me add this, alright? I washed him down the water spout, yep. Okay, anyway, what I was saying. Let me just say this, alright? Imagine, just imagine, oh, Danny crawled again. Hey, welcome back. Okay, anyway. How come all they get is the welcome wagon? If you ask me, okay, anyway, but imagine you watched the Ninjago TV show, okay? And you have this island with this village, and the ninjas have to defend it from Lord Garmadon. Now imagine that you only read the basic summary. Oh my god, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout, down came the goblin and took the spider out. Yep. Now anyway, ha 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 ha, yep, anyway, now imagine that you only read the super basic premise of Ninjago, didn't watch a full episode. What's a oh my god. I mean, to be fair, though, I've done topics before where nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about, but this is impressive. Anyway, but what I was saying, but... Okay, but also, that confirms you were not listening to the last hour. Oh, Jesus. Garbadon is a vigilante with a nose piercing. Oh, my God. I also love how I very clearly pronounced that as Garmadon with an M, and you still got a B out of it. God damn, nobody I know listens. Worth a flying fucking shit. Ha! Gargamel, yeah. I feel like I should just kidnap everybody I know and tie them to a fucking wood chipper in Minecraft. Anyway. Okay, but... What I was saying, but... Oh, and that's in Minecraft with Smurf the Smurf. Okay, shut up. Anyway. Okay, but like... You get to the leg... Have you heard? Oh, Jesus Christ. Sometimes no piercings look like boogers. Yeah. I'm losing brain cells. Okay, but... The Smurfs... Stop! Okay, anyway, but... Let's just listen to Jet. Yeah. I mean, I like that you're making jokes. I like jokes. I'm not going to stop you all from being funny, but oh my god, I'm trying to make a point here. Anyway, but then we get to the Lego portion of the film, and it quickly falls apart. Okay, anyway, what I was saying, but imagine if you just took the super basic premise of Ninjago, of a bunch of ninja teenagers defending an island from Lord Garmadon, and then rolled with that without watching a single episode. Because how does this movie start? Have you seen Power Rangers? Then you've seen the Lego Ninjago movie. Yeah, the assignment was to make a Ninjago movie. Instead, they made Power Rangers. Wait, what? Yeah, so the movie begins, once it gets to the Lego world, I guess, Lord Garmadon attacks the city of Ninjago, and the teens are like, Ninjago! And they go to their mechs, and yeah, it's Power Rangers. Literally. Multicolored teenagers fighting Lord Garmadon in their giant mech. Yep, it's fucking Power Rangers. It's like TMNT mixed with Smurf. Shut the fuck up! And funny, this came out the same year as Power. Yes! And what's funny, neither one of them lit the world on fire. Yeah. Now, to be fair, though, the Ninjago TV show does kind of have that Power Ranger-y look. You do have the multicolored ninjas in the show, and you do have the mechs, but I don't think the Ninjago TV show ever went this far with it. At all. Oh, did I forget to mention that this movie repeats its opening battle 3 times? 3 goddamn times. They make you watch the same thing 3 goddamn times. No. Just like Power. Oh no, even worse, because they speed it up every time. But somehow, with each speed up, it feels... Multicolored teenagers is totally a dumb cliche. Who would ever use that? Yeah, totally not me. Funny. Just like Power Rangers. Makes you watch the same thing over and over. Yeah. Except in this case, Power Rangers is at least charming with it. This isn't. It gets annoying and repetitive, and not even in a funny way. Oh, and then on top of that, maybe it's just because I'm not totally adversed in the Ninjago lore, but I just don't care about the dynamic between Lloyd and his dad. Oh yeah, the whole movie is like, oh, my dad's Lord Garmadon, and multicolored stuff reminds me of Vision and I regret ever letting you stay, but anyway, oh my god. Anyway, but I just don't care. Like, their dynamic, to me, is just not interesting. Cole was one of my favorites. Want you to guess why? Yep, I can already tell why, based on everything you just... Multicolored... Shut up. Just shut up. But anyway, but yeah. But... What I was saying, though, but... Read again before you judge. Okay. Don't be rude. Okay. Or just based on my name. That was the joke I was making. Like, Cole was one of my favorites. Want you to guess why? Yeah, the joke I was making was, yeah, I can already tell why. Anyway, multicolored stuff reminds me of the exact opposite of that. Sorry if I'm a little rude. 1, I am pissed off at everybody because of something earlier, but I'm saving that till after Ninjago. And 2, I just the colorblind. That's all you guys want to fucking talk about anymore is goddamn colorblind. I mean, I get it. This show has had a lot of repetitive jokes, and truth be told, those jokes are funny. But god damn. I was just saying the opposite. Okay, let's just move on. But, oh god damn. You said everything around which isn't it. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I've already fucked up tonight, so let's just get back to Ninjago, and let's just ignore everything that was just said. Anyway. Okay, but if you need any proof that this movie kind of falls apart really fast, funny image. Not quite, it's on... Oh, speak of the devil. Now it's midnight. It's like you subconsciously whimmed it to be... Thank you for not tainting Ninjago with... Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Time for the funny image. Time for the funny image. Time for the funny image. The funny. Funny. Who the fuck? That would be Vice President J.D. Vance. No politics. Okay, sorry. Anyway, but too late. That's our funny image tonight. Sorry to disappoint. I don't know JD Vance. We're not even going to recap what JD has done, so let's just move on. But anyway, okay, but if you need any proof that this movie falls apart really fast, in amongst the constant repetition, he's a Trump simp, leave it at that. Yep, let's leave it at that. Now, anyway, but although give me credit, I did not totally show a totally unedited image of anyway, but back to the movie. But in amongst the annoying repetition of the film's opening battle, we are then treated to this lovely bit of sexism. She's a woman and a ninja. Can she have it all? Yes, this movie starts with a joke that fucking sexist. Really, nigga? I mean, it is. I mean, in any other movie, it would be funny, I will admit. But, like, really? Here? We don't talk religion or politics, me. Okay, anyway. But, yeah. Or Mr., I don't know. But, anyway. But, why? Oh, and then you know what makes it even worse? No. Let me just look up the image. Unless it's the cult. Okay, anyway. Yes, Mr. Spider-Man, shut up. Okay. You know what makes it... Why is this so slow? Okay. You know what makes it even worse, by the way? If Google could fucking load already. Okay, so this is, yeah, gibberish. Okay, anyway. So, Michael Strahan has a cameo in this movie. Why? Because what kid watching this movie would know who Michael Strahan is? Better question, why does their depiction of Michael Strahan look like a racist caricature? I mean, I get that is what Michael Strahan looks like in real life, but really? I don't know who that is. Exactly. Quick, Queso Gardner. Shut up. Okay, anyway. Oh, and you know what makes Michael Strahan in this movie even more infuriating? Michael Strahan is a black man. Okay? He's black. Can you stop with the gibberish? Anyway. Michael, I get this is a little boring, but stop. Anyway. I get Michael... Okay. Michael Strahan in real life is a black man. So tell me this. Michael Strahan is a black man. Lego has done black minifigures. So why did they make him yellow? Michael has been yellow. Yeah, exactly. Like, and before you say Lego Harry Potter, Lego Star Wars, this is 2017, okay? We're not looking at the past, we're looking at the future. By this point, Lego, you complain so much. I'm just not gonna bother. No. I'm just not gonna fucking bother. But I guess to summarize everything else that I think is wrong with this movie, and this is my main problem with it. Assuming you don't think that it's just a petty complaint or a stupid nitpick like you think everything I say is. I said a couple minutes ago that the assignment was to make a Ninjago movie, and instead they made Power Rangers. Hang on. Even the old Lego Cloud City set, which has yellow minifigs, has a black land. Exactly, like Lando in that set was black. So why did they make Michael? Were they scared of racists? Like, yeah, bitch. There's more racism on the internet than in kids. Go on Twitter and tell me how many Elon Musk simps say nigger, 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 nigger. I hate niggers. I hate Jews. Hey, Alex Jones, what sound does a train make? Joo, 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 joo. So basically, I should get a swastika tattooed on my forehead. Now, anyway, but... Raise his hand. Exactly. Anyway, but yeah. Also, how I haven't been struck off the face of the earth, I have no idea. But, okay, no. Anyway, but whatever. Okay, but to summarize what I think went wrong, like really wrong with the Lego Ninjago movie, it's just a bad adaptation. Like, rest in peace, Charlie. I don't know who that is. You can't just say shit like that and expect me to know what you're talking about. I swear to God, I said you were in fluent nonsense for a reason. But Power Rangers Lego, correct. Anyway, the other thing as well is it's just... Jesse, going back to what Spider said, you complain. So, okay, let's just... Oh my god. Poor Charlie. He was the weirdest kid in my class. Oh, that's funny. Now, anyway, moving on before I actually kill myself. Anyway. Okay, but we're not ganging up on you. Okay. It feels like you are, but I'm glad you're not. Anyway. What? We're just telling you to calm the fuck down. Okay. I think you just complained about a lot of things. I think you just... Hang on. I think you just complained about a lot of things that we're getting a little bit tired. Okay. You don't know Charlie Manson. He cut an X in his head and later he made it into one of the swastikas. We should lighten up a bit. Okay, anyway. Oh, what I was saying. But... what I was trying to say. Also, Charlie Manson, swastika forehead, okay. Sounds like my Charlie. Yep, anyway. Okay, but it's just a bad adaptation. And not only is it a bad adaptation, but here's the thing. I think in trying to make Ninjago fit into the Lego movie mold, they in turn kind of lost the plot of the Ninjago show. Now again, I'm not super adversed in Ninjago. Like, I don't know everything other than like the super basic premise and the few episodes that I have seen. He bit my finger, Charlie would count too. Yeah. By the way, I have never seen a single soul spell Charlie the way you have before. I'm sure you're a real person, but sometimes I'm convinced you're a bot. But anyway, what I would... He spells it like SML Charlie. Charlie is a real spelling. Is it though? Because I've never... I'm telling the truth. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not being rude. I'm not complaining. It is. Okay, I believe you, but I genuinely have never seen a single soul. Okay, anyway, moving on. Back to Ninjago. But in trying to make Ninjago fit the Lego movie mold, they in turn kind of lost the plot of the show. Now again, I'm not super What do you rate? I mean, rate the fit. I'm not even finished. I mean, I was almost finished, but I'm not finished yet. You could... Oh my god. Charlie and Friends was filmed in front of a live audience. Wow, Super Mario Logan, funny. Now back to what I was saying, please, because I feel like y'all stopped listening at least 20 minutes ago. Anyway. Okay, but... it feels like... Okay. I'm trying to think of how to articulate... Wonder After Dark was taped before a live studio audience. Yep. Sometimes I wish this show was pre-recorded, but anyway. But... I guess... Okay. I guess what my problem is I feel like Ninjago was incompatible with the mold that the first film establishes. While yes, the Ninjago TV show is still fairly lighthearted, it was also much more lore driven and much more action focused. Ninjago become Mega Blocks. Okay. The Ninjago movie, I mean, yeah, they get the action part right, but the problem is that they kind of lost everything else. The characters are really not like it's a metaphor as the movie is okay, well, thank you for clarifying. But anyway, what I was saying. But the characters are only barely themselves. The tone is a bit too silly and goofy compared to the show. I mean, do I even... Oh, give me the power of man's red flower so I can be like you. The Lego Duplo movie. I'm a little bit shocked that that didn't happen. Not counting Lego Movie 2. Oh, be doo. I want to be like you. Ooh. Yep. I want to have sex with you. Ooh. Anyway, but... Oh. Okay, by the way, this is going to sound like a... These next two things I do want to say, I know that these sound like complete nitpicks, but don't worry, it's for good reason. So, Lego Movie 1, everything was made of Lego. Every last thing. Not counting the Craggle, of course. Ooby-doo. I want to make a separate show with no main topic that's just pure chaos. I mean, to be fair though, if you want me to do an episode with no topic, I'll put it on the schedule. When will it happen? I don't know. But if you really want a topic-less episode, I'll make it happen. Anyway, back to the top. April 7th, stay tuned. Okay, anyway, but... Please do. Okay, anyway, but what I was saying. But, in conclusion, what I was trying... Ooby-doo, okay. But what I was saying, but... I think... Yeah, I think. Okay, but anyway. Okay, but... Lego Movie 1. Every last thing was made of Lego. Sure, you still had some not Lego objects like, you know, the battery, the Craggle, the Band-Aid, the golf ball, etc. But these were treated as, like, artifacts, you know, strange anomaly objects. Relics, if you will. But everything else was made of Lego. Lego Batman movie kept up this visual design, but with two exceptions. Smoke and water. So instead of the brick-built water we see in the first film, it's just realistic water. And instead of Lego smoke and debris, it's just real smoke. But still the visual aesthetic remained somewhat consistent. Lego Ninjago movie kind of throw that out the window. Instead, only the characters met. Smoking in kids' movies is bad. I didn't say that characters smoked in the movie. Do any of you ever understand a goddamn word I say? Because it feels like you don't. But anyway. But the visual aesthetic remained fairly consistent between Lego Movie and Lego Batman. Ninjago threw that out the window. Instead, only the characters, mechs and or vehicles, and buildings are made of Lego, while the rest of the scenery is realistic. So, grass, realistic. Trees, realistic. Bamboo, realistic. We even have a giant realistic cat in this movie. Which, by the way, because this is supposed to emulate a stop motion movie, it actually makes no sense to have a cat in it at all because you can't photograph a real cat in stop motion. Did nobody think about that? Oh, that's right, they didn't. Nobody thought about it. What was I saying again? Oh, yeah. But yeah, I guess to conclude, also that count keeps fluctuating up there. Oh. Ooh, I'm the king of swing. Oh, you are not listening. Sounds like they just wanted money, money, money. Yeah, pretty much. I reached the top and had to stop. That's what. Yeah, you're not listening. But anyway, I guess to conclude that I want to be a man cub, and stroll. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to bother. But anyway, I guess to conclude my point, even though what point did I even make? The Lego Ninjago movie could have worked, but it was just a bad adaptation. It disappointed fans of the franchise. It disappointed fans of the previous two movies. And it was a box office really the whole thing is the word disappointment. Now I'm going to read what you're saying before you yell at me. And be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, ooby-doo. I want to be like you, ooh-ooh. I want to walk like you, talk like you, too, ooh-ooh. Okay. So what's the future? Well, despite the fact that the movie didn't do so hot, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Exactly. Anyway, well, despite the fact that the Lego Ninjago movie didn't do so hot critically or financially, it actually didn't kill the franchise. In fact, Ninjago is still going strong to this day. But it will be more ruined next time, yep. And in fact, you're probably wondering if another Ninjago movie is on the table. Well, guess what? A live-action reboot is in development at Universal. Yes, a live-action Ninjago movie. Don't ask me how that'll work. Just don't. How do you do Ninjago in live action? I don't know. Galador? Please be painted. Yeah. Yeah, please. Stay tuned. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, in conclusion, the Lego Ninjago movie was a piss poor attempt at bringing this show to television. Oh, Lego? Television? Oh, wait. Paint everyone yellow and give them claw hands. Yes. Galador, the franchise that probably cost Lego millions of dollars. Yep. Make the live action Ninjago movie just the worst possible thing aesthetically. How do they keep making these crappy movies? If you're really out here calling Lego Movie 1 and 2 crap, you can go fuck yourself. Now, Lego Ninjago and Lego 2, yeah, those are crap. Also, who are you? Did you just forget Dave existed? Because, truth be told, I don't know who he is. Also, a wise man once said, life is like a door. We've got to have money. Who is Dave? I don't fucking know. He just showed up one day and then never left. I don't know who he is. He just showed up one day. Say it like Lick Boot. I don't know who Lick Boot is. If that's the name of the character, then thank you for telling me. But if that's a YouTuber I should know, I don't. Movie, we've got to have money. Hi, I'm OSD. Nice to meet you, Black Spider. Okay, anyway. But yeah, I'm going to give the Lego Ninjago movie a 5 out of 10. God, it's so mid. But don't worry, something worse is just around the bend. Okay. Also, Unikitty got her own spin-off, but we'll talk about that another time. The Lego Ninjago movie, yep. Or alternatively, the Ninja No movie. Okay, anyway. Also, Unikitty got Discord. Okay, Jesus Christ. Also, Unikitty, Lego Movie 2 next time. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, also, Unikitty got her own spin-off, but we'll talk about that another time. By the way, did I forget to mention that there were 3 Lego projects between in 2000? Yeah, 2017 saw 3 Lego things. Okay, anyway. We just want to do the movie so far. Well, yeah, so far. Then we can cover Unikitty sometime after. But anyway, what I was saying. Alright. Now I'm going to read sex. Okay. Now I'm going to read what Spider wants me to read. So shut up and listen. Imagine if the Minecraft movie has a message about not using escapism as your entire reality and accepting that life is going to kick you down despite how much you run away from it. Think about it. Steve only ever wanted to go to the mines and finally did as an adult and visited this other world. Instead of visiting this world sometimes, but still taking care of his Earth life, he decides to spend his entire life in this almost perfect world where rarely anything goes wrong. What if the main characters try to pull Steve out of his escapism and make him realize there's problems that he needs to face head on? And while escapism is a good thing, it shouldn't take over. This can also mirror how people often spend hours and hours on Minecraft to a point where losing a world becomes a serious problem that leads to sadness, and how people tend to take long breaks from Minecraft but never forget it and will eventually come back for a bit to relish in its beauty once more. You're right. Hey, Gardner, do you hear that? Escapism is a good thing, but you shouldn't let it take over. Do you fucking hear me? Oh, that's right, you don't. This just in, Tom Cruise is dead. But that's a great theory, Spider. I think that might be the case. And if it does end up being the case, when I get you... Well, I gotta... Oh, if it doesn't, I'll use it. Yep, don't threaten. Okay. Well, I got about 3 to 4 more minutes out of this, so now it's time for legal reasons, applesauce yet. Alright, I got like 3 to 4 minutes out of this, so now it's time for one watch the SpongeBob. Okay. Skibbity bop bop, yeah. I should just learn to just not try and speak because, yeah. Oh god, that's loud, okay. That is one of those rare videos where I have nothing to comment. Just nothing. I can just let the video do the talking for me. I don't mean that in a bad way. Just it's one of those where I just let the video do the talking. And now to conclude tonight's episode, you're probably wondering why white people. Okay, now let me finish. Now to conclude tonight's episode, you're probably wondering why I've been so pissy all night. Well, that brings us to the last segment of the night called Jesse isn't too fond of people. Punishment time. Nope. Or what did I call this segment? What did I call it last time or earlier? Oh, Jesse isn't very fond of people. Yep, it's time for that segment. Jesse isn't very fond of people. So, what's the problem tonight? And why am I so pissed? Well, let me add this bit of context. It doesn't matter what show, or actually, let me add this part so it makes sense why my dad would say this. I do like to go in the living room and watch TV sometimes. I don't do it for every show I like. Like, I don't watch My Little Pony in the presence of my family, if that's what you're wondering, but I do like to go in the living room and watch TV sometimes. Anyway, it feels like no matter what show it is, my dad will always say some variation of, I don't know how you like this is the stupidest show ever, or do you have to watch this? It's always one of those three. Anyway, there was a new episode of Will Trent earlier, so I was watching that. And of course, my dad says, I don't know how you like this show. Now, in his defense, he didn't say it like super rudely, but it was still the same general idea. So, of course, I comment back because I'm just sick of him saying it. Big goddamn mistake because next thing you know, he sounds like a great dad, you're lucky, but are we oh yeah, you're not listening, but anyway, but big fucking mistake. Dude, no. Okay, anyway, big fucking mistake because next thing you know, what the next thing came out of my mouth was, I don't know why you have to be a cynical bitch with all my shows. I'm talking to Dave. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Anyway, next thing that comes out of his mouth is, why don't I turn off the fucking internet on you? And then my mom chimes in, and I'm like, I didn't say this out loud, but it was what I was thinking. Like, God damn it, like, admittedly, he didn't say it rudely. Like, you know, I don't know how you like this show, but he says it about everything I watch. It feels like every show I like, he just fucking hates. And it's like, I'm sick of it. So, can you blame me for commenting? Oh, and to make it even better and worse, my mom, you should have said, did I ask? I should have. But then again, he probably would have actually goddamn beaten me. But anyway. But to make it better and worse, during the next show I had, which was Alert, that's another great show, but we should close out with the Flint and Steel song. Please let me finish. Anyway, that's a great idea, but please let me finish. Anyway, okay, but my mom, during the next show that I was watching, Alert, that's a great show, by the way, then had to turn it into a fucking lecture. Oh, did I ask would have been better than what you said. Okay, well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You have a valid point. But anyway, too late now. But anyway, but then my mom had to turn it into a goddamn lecture because she's like, you have to work on how you talk. And God, like, okay, Mom, you raise a valid point. But I've made it clear before, I seriously can't help it, okay? I try, but I cannot help it. And before you say, you're just making excuses, I am not making excuses. I just genuinely get angry for no reason, and I can't fucking help it. Oh, and then my sister accidentally ran into me later that night because blind. And of course that led to me snapping. Anyway, what'd you say? You should have tell her I'll work on it at the same time you two work on. Goddamn, I really should have, because goddamn, you should see how much these two retarded bitches scream at each other. I mean, do they scream at each other like every day of the week? No. But is it also ungodly, unhealthy? Yes. Sounds like they love you a lot, buddy. First world. Are you trying to piss me the fuck off, Dave? Because if so, mission accomplished, you fucking dick. What's the Jack Black quote again? Oh, yeah. You fucking dick! Great song. And you should say by work on it, work on your attitude and your damn marriage. If not, get a divorce and kick your worthless fucking husband out of this goddamn house. If it wouldn't get me killed, I would. Classic quote. Chicken, chicken. Discord read. Okay. Okay, let's look. Yep. Same thing you just said on YouTube. So, yeah, I guess YouTube actually let you off the hook this time and thought that was funny enough to say on camera. But when I tell you that it feels like everybody hates me, I really do mean it. From the ghosting, to the yelling, to the not being as loyal as you once were. But yeah, your mom can shut the fuck up if she thinks you're... Or you're... Okay, my brain just melted. I think I see what you mean, Spike, yeah. My brain just melted. But yeah. Just, yeah. But when I tell you it feels like everybody on this goddamn planet hates me, I swear to God. If she thinks your dad did nothing wrong, I meant. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Alright. Still doesn't change the fact that it feels like everybody hates me or is gaslighting me. You got me, Dave, Spider, and especially Bill. Especially Bill? Also, I'm going to put Dave and Bill in the loose category. Not to say that I hate either of them at all. It's just, I don't know jack shit about them. I'm not 100% convinced they're real people. I don't know. Also, I love how we're just going to completely disregard such persons as Cosmic. Yeah, I was about to say. I love how we're just going to disregard Red. But nope, Red counts too. Are we going to forget about Cosmic, though? I mean, I get he's only been on a handful of it. Bring in Lil Bill. Nope, we're not going to bring him in because it's 12:35 a.m. Cosmic 2, yep. We're not going to bring in Bill. It's 12:35. And I don't want this episode to run overtime, like last night. And one time Alan, yep. I would love for Alan to become like a once-in-a-while guest. Maybe not every episode, but every now and again. It'd be nice to have him on occasionally. Like I said, occasionally would be nice. Where's the remote? Oh, never mind. I forgot it. The Mario episode is my favorite episode because boyfriend. Yep. I thought your favorite episode was the one where we had 7 viewers and I was on the verge of a breakdown. You remember the episode with 7 viewers that I'm pretty sure if it lasted just 3 minutes longer, I would have been on the floor crying? That's my second favorite. Yeah, of course. Okay, but yeah, it's 12:36. I got it. It's getting late, so we're just gonna wrap up here for tonight. Plus, the Flint and Steel song is always the best note to end on, so let's just ask the hot ticket question. What did we learn tonight? So yeah, what did we learn? What did we learn? Yeah, that's what I just asked. What did we learn? We learned that yellow washing is bad, but your body is my choice. But will I elaborate further? Wonder After Dark's parents need to get a divorce. Yep. Anyway, but will I elaborate further? Nope, because I've said enough. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and have a day.